Hey guys, welcome back. This is Shanti from Ubuntu Fever. In this video, we'll be taking a look at Docker. So before starting this video, let me tell you something. If this is the first time you heard about Docker, I would recommend you to watch another video about the basic structure of Docker and how it is different from virtual machine setup and the benefits of Docker over virtual machine before watching this video. So you will get a better idea on what is Docker and you will understand what I'm saying here. And I have attached some useful links along with this video. In this video, I'll be concentrating on deploying Docker in Ubuntu 17.10. So anyways, I'll tell you about the basics of some terms which I'll use along this video. So let's start. So what is Docker? Docker is a tool designed to make it easier to create, deploy and run applications by using containers. Containers allows a developer to package up an application with all of the part it needs, such as libraries and other dependencies, and ship it all out of as one package. Okay, so what is Docker images? Docker images are the basic build components of Docker. Docker images are stored in Docker registry. This Docker registry can be public or private. We can get these Docker images using the docker pull command. Okay, so what is Docker container? Docker containers are created from Docker images. So it can be called as the running instance of a Docker image that contains everything needed to an application to run. Each container is an isolated application platform. Also, you can have many running containers of the same image. Alright, so in order to start with Docker, you need to install Docker in your machine first. So let me open the terminal and install Docker in our machine. So copy the first command. This is the first command you need to run in order to install Docker in your machine. So basically what we are doing with this command, we are adding the gpg key for official Docker repository to our machine. So I am using the curl command to add the gpg key to my machine. So if you haven't installed curl in your machine, you can install that using sudo apt install curl in your machine. So once the curl is installed, you can run this command. So provide the password and it will pass OK to you. So that means the key is added. And the next thing, we need to add the repository to our machine. So use the sudo add apt repository command to perform that. And one thing you may notice is that we are using the SSD version here, because the version for artful, I mean for 17.10 is still not available, so we are using the previous version. And I think this is compatible, so press enter and the repository is added now. And we need to update the packages using sudo apt-get update. Okay, and last thing, we can install Docker, so use the apt-get install command. Okay, so the installation is going on, so we need to wait until the installation finish. Alright, so the installation is completed now. Let me clear the screen. Okay, so we can check the installation, whether the installation is good or bad. So use this command to do that. Basically what we are checking is that we are checking the status of the Docker service. So yeah, the status of the Docker service is active and running. So the installation was successful. So type exit and clear the screen. Alright, so the next step I am doing is that I am adding my user, in my case it's Ubuntu Fever, to a group called Docker, so that I don't have to run sudo command all the time. But one thing you have to notice is that this is not recommended by Docker group. That means there may be some security issues if you provide all users Docker access. So but in my case there is no security issue, so I am proceeding with this step. And if you face if you think this is not secure for you, you can skip this step, and start using Docker. So let me use this sudo user mode command to add my user to Docker group. Alright, so I have added my user to my Docker group. So let me log out and come back so that I can use command docker without using sudo. Alright, so we came back. So then when you run id minus ng command, now you will get docker group, group list. That means we are member of docker group now, so that from now onwards we can run a docker without using sudo command also. Okay, so we are good to go. So let me clear the screen and start using docker. So first command you can run is that the docker itself. So it will print all the sub commands and available sub options you can use with docker. You can check this list if you want. So let me clear the screen. Alright, so yeah, we can close this one, we don't need it anymore. Alright, so the first command, let me list the containers available if any. The docker space ps command will list the containers. Okay, so in my case, yeah, it's showing blank because we haven't downloaded or installed any images here. And if you run docker space ps minus a command, this also gives blank because there is no running containers or non-running containers available. And if you run docker space images, it will also give you a blank because there is no images available. So we can download an image. Basically we can download hello world image. This is the basic one, so use the docker space pull command to download that. Okay, so press enter. So we haven't provided any tag for the image, so it will download the latest one. Okay, so the image is downloaded. So now we can type docker space images so that it will list the image available. So you can see that it will list that the hello world image is available. Okay, so we can install that image using the run command. So type docker space run hello world. Okay, alright, so it says hello from docker, and this message shows that your installation appears to be working correctly. So our installation is correct, and docker is running perfect. Okay, so if you type docker space ps, this will show blank because I'll tell you why. If you type docker space ps minus a, we can see that the status of our container hello world container is exited, so that once you run the hello world docker, it will exit automatically, so that it will not list in running containers. Okay, so let's download a much more complex one. So suppose you want to install you want to download and install a CentOS container here. So first we can search for available CentOS images. So type docker space search CentOS. This will list all the available CentOS images. Okay, so the first one, CentOS, and the description says that the official build of CentOS, and it says official equal to OK. That means this is the official CentOS image available for Docker. So let me clear the screen, and we can download that image by using the pull command. One thing we can do that you can run from the first command itself, so that it will download and run automatically, but I prefer pull the CentOS image and run it manually. Okay, so it detected the latest flag and pulling from the CentOS library, so we have to wait until the downloading and extracting is finished. So let's wait. Alright, so the downloading is completed now, and if you type docker space images now, you can see that the CentOS image is available. Alright, so let's run this CentOS image we just downloaded. So type docker space run, and I'm using a flag, IT flag, to get the interactive shell. Okay, so CentOS space bash, so that we will get a CentOS shell. Okay, so type enter. Okay, so we got the CentOS shell. So this is basically CentOS we are in now. So you can type CentOS commands to get the results. So if I type cat slash etc CentOS release, I'll get CentOS 7.4. Okay, so we are running CentOS now. So you can install CentOS applications if you want. Suppose I want to install my favorite text editor Vim in CentOS, I can install from here. So type yum install Vim hyphen enhanced. So this command will install yum in CentOS. Alright, so the installation is completed. So let me open another terminal and run the docker ps command. So you'll get the container ID of CentOS, and if I run docker space ps minus a, you'll get two containers, container for CentOS and container for hello world. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And yeah, let's stop the containers manually. So use this docker space stop command to uh, stop the container, and you need to provide which container you want to stop by providing the container ID. Okay, so the docker daemon is stopping the container for docker now, no, sorry, for CentOS now. Alright, so the container for CentOS is stopped now. Then when we check here, we'll get the Ubuntu terminal. That means the container is exited. Okay, and if we type docker space ps, you'll get nothing, because there is no running containers available now. Alright, so let's remove containers first. So there are no running containers available now, but there are some stopped containers. So let's remove our hello world first. So use the docker rm command to remove containers, and you need to provide the container ID to remove. Alright, so the docker container for hello world is removed now. So let's type docker ps minus a. So there is only one container available, that is CentOS one. So let's remove that as well. So let me clear the screen. Type docker space means a. Okay, then docker on, and the container ID for CentOS. Alright, so if you type docker ps means a, you'll get nothing, and if you type docker images, you'll get two images. Okay, so then we can remove images as well. So let me clear the screen. So type docker rmi and the image name. Alright, so the image for CentOS is removed, and docker rmi and hello world. So if you type docker space images, you get nothing. Alright, so we installed docker, and we pull images from docker hub, and we installed that, and we created the docker containers, and we stopped the docker containers, and we remove docker containers, and we remove docker images. Okay, so that's for the time being. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Hit the like button if you like this video, and subscribe my YouTube channel for the future videos. planning to make more videos on Docker, so stay tuned.